welcome back to another comparison video, this time between the SoftLips Cube in Vanilla Bean and the EOS Vanilla Bean. So, let's get started. I know I said that I was going to post these a couple days ago, like ideally the same day that I posted the review for this cube, but didn't happen, so it's happening today. Yay. So, obviously format-wise, product-wise, they look different, but ultimately the same type of dome-shaped product. They're just in different packaging. As you can see, the actual lip balm itself is a dome on both. Ultimately, they even hold about the same amount, even though it looks like one would have so much more in it, but I guess it's an optical illusion because it's only a little tiny bit more on this guy. It seems like it'd be so much more, but it really isn't. It's just weird to me. But anyway, so yeah, packaging-wise, as you can tell, one is a cube, one is a sphere, so geometrically, they are different, but that's okay. Differences are good. Yeah, this one's just a little acrylic cube with sort of peachy-ish, brownish pink base with the logo and some info on the bottom. It's very pretty. I love how it looks. Then we've just got your typical standard sphere for the Vanilla Bean EOS. Because it's the one from last year's winter pack, it's got that weird kind of texture on it that I'm not that wild about. So in terms of the packaging, this guy wins in my book. This one's natural and organic, this one's synthetic, so depending where you lie on that argument, if it even matters to you, it doesn't matter that much to me, personally. That could be a determining factor in which one you happen to like more. Like I said, for me, usually it doesn't matter so much. Obviously, I feel a little better using organic because it feels healthier, but I'm not going to not use something because it's not organic, you know what I'm saying? So, there is that. For me, I use both. This one's limited edition, this one's not. This is part of their permanent line, whereas this guy only comes out once every couple of years, it seems like, from EOS. Unless you go the stick route, in which case I think you can find them a little more easily, but that is different. The amount of product you get, this one is 1/4 of an ounce, whereas this one's a little bit less. This one's only got 0.23 ounces, this is 0.25, so a little bit less. Although, like I said, looking at it, it looks like it's a lot less, but it really isn't, especially as you use it and you see which one wears down faster. This guy wears down faster. Price point-wise, they're actually about the same as well. The EOS is a little bit cheaper, surprisingly. I feel like it's just the cost of manufacturing because the acrylic is going to cost more than rubberized plastic, but organic is going to cost more than synthetic, so it kind of equalizes itself out. It'll cost you somewhere between $3 and $4 depending where you find them. And this one, because you can only get it in multi-packs, will probably set you back a little bit more than that because currently you can only get it in that winter pack if you want one that's still good, and that's like $9. But if it was sold individually, like most EOS, it would be $3 to $4. But alas, it is not, so $9 it is. Shelf life on them, it matters more on the EOS than it does on the SoftLips. The SoftLips is mostly because of the SPF and the medications in it, whereas with the EOS, it's because it's an organic product, not inorganic and organic. I was correcting my grammar, sorry about that. So the ingredients over here can spoil. Over here they don't really, but the medications and the SPF kind of go funky after a while. So it's up to your own discretion of, past that date, do you still personally feel comfortable using it? I don't have the box right here with me to check what the shelf life is on that, but on this guy, it's good till, actually, it's only good till June or July. Yeah, 7 is July of this year, but that's because it's an older one. Usually they do have a better shelf life than that, so it's hard to compare one that's older to a newer one. But in terms of sturdiness, this is way sturdier than this. Just gonna throw it out there in just about every sense of the word. That said, in uncapping and recapping this one, I feel like this one is easier to screw up, because you have to line it up just right, you will accidentally gouge into this guy if you screw it up even a little. With an EOS, obviously you can still have that problem, but it's not nearly as prevalent, I've found, with it. I mean, when I very first started collecting them, I kind of had it a little, but I've gotten used to it at this point to where I don't have that problem at all anymore. But with these, I have to be really careful every single time I open or close them, because I feel like, especially when they're newer, that I almost always bang into the sides and gouge into it, and not only does it make it not look pretty and not feel as nice when it goes on, but you're also wasting product because it gets stuck on the sides of that, and depending which side of this it gets stuck on, it can either not close correctly, or if it's on the inside of the dome of the cap, it may squish down into the rest of the product. It's all bad no matter which way you slice it. So, for whatever that's worth to ya. In terms of special features and medication, like I said, this one's got SPF 15, it's got dimethicone 2%, octinoxate 7.5%, and oxybenzone 3%. It's also got mentholatum in it, even though it's not listed there. It says it's from the mentholatum company, but in the actual ingredients list on the packaging, it is listed. This has none of those. It's got literally no SPF or medication or anything. It's just organic stuff. So, scent-wise, this is where it begins to vary. I've found that in terms of what I would imagine a vanilla bean scent to what it should smell like and how these individually stack up, that the EOS more truly reflects what vanilla bean should smell like. It just smells like vanilla bean. This, I mean, it smells like vanilla too, but it's more of like a sugared vanilla, like a vanilla frosting, and sort of like a buttery undertone to it that I really can't quite pinpoint what the hell it is, but there's something else there in addition to the vanilla, whereas this is just straight vanilla. So, depending on what you're looking for, if you're just looking for something sweet, this is still good. If you're looking for actual accuracy to name, this one's better. So, like I said, matter of personal preference. In terms of taste, though, this guy's better because it actually has a very sweet flavor to it, whereas the EOS, it has a little tiny bit, but not much in the way of flavor. Which is funny, because if it's all organic product, and it has natural fragrances and flavors, you would think that the taste would be more true here, because it literally has vanilla in it, and this guy doesn't, but what can you do, right? I have no idea. Consistency-wise and thickness-wise, they also vary. They're both on the thin side, but the EOS is considerably thinner. Even if you cake that stuff on, it is thinner than this particular SoftLips product. And that's saying something, because I thought this particular SoftLips was thin even by their standards. So, yeah, this EOS is really, really thin. Compared to some, I mean, they range the whole gamut from really thin to considerably thick, but this one is one of the thinnest EOS products that I think I have. And this SoftLips, it's thicker than that, but it's still thin. It feels like it has more body to it, but in terms of how long it lasts on your lips, neither one of them really stand up that well, but I feel like the EOS holds up a little tiny bit better. But in terms of how it feels while it's on, I feel like ultimately this guy feels nicer on your lips. So it's like, it kind of goes back and forth of which one's better. The scorecards are kind of tallied evenly here. It's hard to say which one is ultimately better. So overall, it's really hard to pick one. I feel like it should be a tie. And if I were going to pick one that I were going to use over the other, you know, I thought I was going to go for EOS when I started filming this, but the more I'm thinking about it, actually, in all honesty, I think just by like a fraction of a hair, I might pick the SoftLips over this particular EOS. Even though I do love this one, don't get me wrong, I love it, but I feel like I would use this over this. So, that's just me. And then there's the additional factor that this has a tingle to it and this doesn't, but that's because of the medication. But anyway, that's about all the comparison points I think I can make here. So, As usual, if you like this video, click the like button. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe. Leave comments down below. Do you have both of these products? Which one do you like better and why? Leave it in the comments for me. Until next time, bye!